going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Time for my college football picks of the week. If you guys are new to my channel, I give out my prediction on every game every single week for both college football and the NFL. Those NFL picks, they come out the day after college football. So you can find those NFL picks right here on YouTube tomorrow. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video. Both of those things are free. Takes half a second. Would appreciate it. Been doing excellent on these individual spread predictions for you guys, including that NC State upset over Georgia Tech last week. Even mentioned West Virginia would probably have a good shot taking down Houston. Didn't have the guts to pull the trigger on that one in premium, but it was fun to see that come to fruition, especially being a West Virginia grad. Before we jump into these college football picks, though, I want to give you at least a partial update on premium. You guys know on Tuesdays, I drop the full details. I give you the full week update. So I can't give you updated football numbers from this past week. I can at least tell you, though, it will be a losing week. I just got absolutely torched by the Packers. They were the only losing leg in one of my big parlays. Knocked out a couple other things as well. And then I lost some money on Iowa State. Coming up short there against Arizona State with a backup quarterback. So basically 2 games really kicked me to the curb this week. I guess that's sports betting. It'll happen sometimes. Really frustrating. My day's ruined. I'm in a pretty bad mood right now, but I'm going to get you guys some concrete picks today. But I wanted to show you this because we at least had one thing come to a conclusion, and that's baseball. I've been waiting to actually give you guys the results on my full season. It's my first losing season ever. You know, win or lose, I come on here, I'm transparent, and I show you exactly what happens in my premium. I had 180 wins, 154 losses, and 10 pushes, 10 ties this MLB season, but I lost the big plays, man. When I actually took a shot, 2-3 units on a play, those ones just kept coming up short. So despite the winning record, I lost 11.1 units on MLB this year. Did go 2-0 in the World Series, the only postseason action I had, so it was a little over 13 units, but we gained 2 units back there and down 11.1. Not a big deal. Had a nice winning season the year prior, so we'll get back on track this coming summer when we get to MLB. But I also have the numbers included for the full calendar year for both NBA and college basketball as well. NBA went 78, 56, and 1, 22.1 units. Of course, I don't bet regular season. That's only the playoffs. And then college basketball, one of my better sports, 167, 138, 1, about 25 units of profit. And that's my normal stuff. And then, of course, you can see my unupdated after this. Like I said, I did have a losing week, so that'll go down. But at least right now, 38.5 units currently on the football season. So if you want to do a full 1-year recap from right now, you're looking at 74.1 units of profit. Did some simple math for you guys. That's $7,410 of profit if you bet every single pick I sent to your phone over the last year at $100 unit size. Yeah. I charge $240 for a month. That's under $3,000 for the entire year of membership. $4,530, about $4,500 I have made my clients over the last calendar year. Again, this is not with Football Incorporated, just going back to each sport, the full calendar year wrap up there. And again, this week only, I actually have my yearly package discounted down to $14.99. Usually that's about $18.50. So there's about $300, $350 off of the annual package. Again, very, very simple math for you guys to consider. 1 year, 1 full year recap, which is an extremely large sample size, 74.1 units of profit. My entire annual yearly package this week only is $1,500, $14.99. There's your proof, man. If you want to sign up and put $100 as your unit size, or even less than that, you don't have to make this much money. But if you want to make thousands of dollars off of my premium, grab that annual package. If you can afford $1,500 and get on that package for a year, and you copy exactly what I send to your phone, you will make thousands and thousands of dollars. There's a full recap for you. Hopefully you guys appreciate that. Again, full in the transparency. MLB, my first losing season ever in any sport ever. So that was frustrating, even though we had a winning record, but transparency is transparency. Time to move on, guys. Time to move on. Let's pick some winners. And by the way, this is the website tab, just to show you this, guys. The monthly package right now is $8 a day, weekly is $10. And this discounted rate, this week only for the annual package, that's like $4 a day. That is an absolute bargain to be on premium. So you guys really should consider that. But here we go, man. College football week 11. Excited for this one. UMass and Akron, I don't know. And look, I don't know. I don't know. I guess take the 10.5 with UMass probably. Miami, Ohio, and Ohio. It's got to be a rivalry game. I'll take the 3.5. Northern Illinois, Toledo, probably lay the 14. Kent State, Ball State, no clue. UTSA and South Florida, got to take the points there. Give me the 14.5. Georgia Southern and App State, I don't know. Probably lay the points, but it's a tricky line. Houston and UCF, got to be a Houston spot. But UCF is off a loss as well. We did bet Baylor in premium, 1.5 units. Nice wager there. And that took professionalism because Baylor was coming off a miserable game against Cincy. But it was the right side. I'm going to go with Houston here. I'll take the 1.5. I don't think UCF's that good. Worries me a little bit that they're on the road, but they've been okay on the road. Tulane and Memphis probably lay the points, but that's really tricky. Northwestern, USC, probably take the 15.5. Indiana, Penn State, it's just a tough place to play. I think Indiana gets in, gets out. I'll take the 14.5. BYU, Texas Tech, I will lay the 10.5. I think this is just kind of like what I said last week on Utah. I gave you guys the full explanation. I'm like, guys, here we have Cincinnati. They haven't even lost a game in conference. They're on the road at Utah. Utah's been kind of mid. And yet the spread is like, it looks like it's low-hanging fruit. It's a pile of points. Well, here you have BYU, one of the top ranked teams in the country. And you could get 10.5 with them. I think it's bait. I think Texas Tech blows them out. I'll go with Texas Tech. I'll lay 10.5. Colorado, West Virginia. I'm going to ride the momentum here for West Virginia. They've found their quarterback. They have some offense. Defense is still good. Home game, tough travel spot. Colorado's just been absolutely blasted back-to-back weeks. I'm going to go with West Virginia here. I'll lay 6 points. SMU, Boston College, probably actually take the points. SMU's off a monster win. JMU and Marshall, no, not a clue. Georgia, Miss State, I'm going to take the 9. Georgia just likes to win these close games. So Georgia by a touchdown, Mississippi State cover. Southern Miss, Arkansas State, not a clue. Temple Army, not a clue. Ohio State and Purdue, give me the 29 with Purdue. Bowling Green, Eastern Michigan, I don't know. Missouri State, Liberty, I don't know. Probably lay the points there, but Liberty, it's been a disappointing year. Citadel, Ole Miss, who knows? Lay the 100, I guess. That spread's got to be crazy. UAB and Rice, probably take the field goal. Maryland and Rutgers, I'll go with Maryland. Moneyline play there. Tulsa and Florida Atlantic, probably take the 4.5. Charlotte and ECU, probably lay the points, but that is a ton of them. La Tech and Delaware, probably take the 5.5. Florida International, Middle Tennessee, don't know. Jacksonville State and UTEP, probably Jacksonville State on the money line. Oregon and Iowa. The line says Iowa. The line says Iowa all day here. This is an Iowa line. The total's only 43.5. I'd have to look up the weather. And that was a big part of me betting a lot on Iowa State last week. It came up short, but we had an Arizona team. A team from Arizona going to play Iowa State in cold, rainy weather with a backup quarterback. I can't believe that came up short. That was one of the more puzzling results I've seen in years. But God, I'm gonna trust the odds makers. I'll take the points. I'll take 6.5. Oregon's gonna escape with the win though. A&M, Mizzou, probably go A&M. I don't know. I'm not high on Missouri. Duke and UConn. Boy, does UConn really get up for this game? I'll take 8.5. I'll take 8.5. Iowa State, TCU, lay the points. Iowa State is beyond bad. TCU should blow them out. Kansas, Arizona, I'll go with Kansas. Give me the 6. Syracuse and hold on. 6? What am I missing? Was there an injury? I didn't watch the very end of that Kansas Jayhawks game against Oklahoma State. Did Daniels get hurt? Did somebody get hurt? Did something happen? Did the coach have a family emergency? What's going on here? This should not be 6. If everything checks out, then yeah, Kansas is a lock. I'm very puzzled why that's 6. For now, I'll just assume everything's cool and I'll take the 6. Syracuse, Miami, blowout. That should be a complete blowout. That's a lock. Bet that right away. Minus 28.5. Or minus 28. You don't want to have that half on there. Auburn and Vandy. Bounce back spot for Vandy. Auburn's miserably bad. I'll take Vandy here. I'll lay the 7. Georgia State and Coastal, not a clue. Kennesaw State, New Mexico State, not a clue. Stanford and UNC. Give me the 10 with Stanford. They'll probably win the game outright. Washington and Wisconsin. I'll take 12.5. They probably lose the game by 10. Texas State. I'll lay the 2.5. Air Force, San Jose State. Don't know. Florida State, Clemson. Boy, I'm going to go Florida State here. Clemson is, I think that last game really was the backbreaker. I'll take 2.5, though. I'm not going to be greedy on the money line. You'll give me 2.5 points? I'll take 2.5. Wake and Virginia. Give me the 7 with Wake. Could be an upset. Virginia's stock is at an all-time high. Don't be betting on Virginia. They're going to come crashing down at some point. Cal and Louisville. Probably just lay the points there. LSU and Bama. LSU and Bama. I don't know. Does the coaching situation help or hurt them? I just don't know if they have the horses. Even the health of the I'm gonna go Bama, man. It's a night game in Tuscaloosa. They should roll, man. That's a brutal spot. Florida and Kentucky probably take the 3.5 with Kentucky. Kentucky will probably win this game outright. Florida had all the energy just for that Georgia game. They came up a little bit short, and that initial bump off of Napier being fired is now gone. I think that's a Kentucky spot, so I'll take 3.5 there. Navy, Notre Dame, I just don't know. I think you got to lay the points, though. Nevada, Utah State, I don't know. Nebraska, UCLA, I'll take 3.5. Give me Nebraska there. UNLV and Colorado State, probably take the 6.5 there with the home squad. Sam Houston, Oregon State, probably go with the power team. I'll go with Oregon State. No, I shouldn't say power. They're not. It's not the Pac-12 anymore. But you guys know what I mean. Just a little bit of a bigger program. I think the athletes are still better despite Oregon State obviously taking some steps down from where they were just a few years ago. And then we got San Diego State. We got Hawaii, and I don't have a clue, man. Probably lay the 5.5 with San Diego State, but that's a really, really tough one. So there you go, guys. There is the slate, and just don't forget this, man. Really, you guys should consider this. Again, there's simple math for you. Here was the full update. Lost a little bit in the MLB. It was a frustrating year. Winning record, won most of our bets, just lost the big ones. Happens sometimes. NBA, college basketball, actually down years, to be honest. NBA is about normal. I only bet the playoffs, like I said. But college basketball, I mean, usually I'm closer to like 30, 40 units in college hoops. So kind of an average to below average year last year in college basketball. And of course, I'm going to knock off a few units after this week. We'll have to add up the tally on Tuesday and see just how bloody it'll get. But yeah, if you actually want to just take it as is right now, full transparency, 74.1 units, all sports combined, if you just want to look at where we're at kind of over the last cycle. So there you go, guys. Yeah, it's pretty easy math. 74.1 units of profit over the last year of betting on sports. You can get an entire yearly package for $1,500. As long as you're betting like $10 or $20 a piece, man, this is profitable for you guys. So consider that. Link to the website's in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the NFL picks.